On problem number 10, we're asked to make a rough sketch of the curve x times y equals 2. Well, it might be easier to think about dividing by x on both sides, so y equals 2 over x. That tells me I'm going to have a vertical asymptote at x equals 0, and hopefully you can identify that as a rational function, which will give the graph values in the first and third quadrant. One point we could put through is 1, 2, and if we want, -1 and -2. Okay, it will be symmetrical over the origin as well. Now, using the definition of the derivative, we want to find the slope of the tangent line at the point 2, 1. So I suppose I should show that point as well. So we're looking for the tangent line here. I'm looking for that slope. Okay, and the definition of the derivative is, as you know, the derivative is the limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x, all divided by h. And we need to know how to put in f of x plus h. Well, that would be 2 over x plus h minus 2 over x, all divided by h. Now there's some algebra in here that you should know how to do, but I know that students often find that difficult. So I want to think about the numerator first, and then we'll deal with the h on the bottom. So the limit as h goes to 0. I have two fractions in here that need to be subtracted. Well, because they're fractions that need to be subtracted, they need to have a common denominator. That common denominator is x times x plus h. Now, if you don't know why that's true, you need to go back and look at some fraction work, which if we want the denominator to be x times x plus h, then I'm going to need to multiply this fraction by x over x and the second fraction by x plus h divided by x plus h. Both of those are forms of 1, so I'm not changing my numerator at all. I'm not changing them at all. It's just a different form. So I'd have 2x minus 2 times x plus h, and we can't forget that we still are dividing the whole thing by h. That's as far as I'm going to take you. I want you to work on the algebra there to simplify it. I will tell you that the overall derivative is going to be -2 over x squared, and we want to find the slope of the tangent line at the point p is 2, 1. That means x equals 2. So I'm going to find my derivative at 2. I'd put in the 2. So that's -1/2. And if I look at if I look at the line that I drew up here, it is a negative slope line, so that's a little bit of a confirmation of my answer.